Out towards midfield, Bluey punches that towards the box. Squishy meets him. Gimmick, right in front, back to Squishy. Squishy off the back wall. At the touch. Oh my goodness, Squishy muffins! Squishy always impresses every world, whether it's a ceiling shot, a flip reset, or a double tap like that.
Nobody from Dignitas expected that. They were already waiting for the clear.
Dignitas not really committing. They're not willing to commit too risky on these passes. Astro, double touch to the backboard. Yukio's pre-jump, but Astro just does everything himself. Oh my goodness. 0 seconds. Dignitas lead by 2.
This is the game where you can cement your legacy.
4 seconds left.
NRG need this immediately. They've got the kick off in their favor. Kato tries to clear. It is almost there. It just has to hit the floor. Violet Panda puts it the long way. And it's almost there. Justin keeps it alive. Teleports it there. Bounces into the corner. NRG still around. Justin is there for the shot. Justin! Justin! This is Rocket League!
This is Rocket League, a game that requires thousands of hours to make it all the way to the top, and I can say with full confidence that we aren't even close to the skill ceiling yet. But what is it that makes this extraordinary game so difficult to master? Why is it such a jump from making double taps like this to unbelievable shots like the one we just saw? There are actually quite a few reasons, ranging from just how high the skill ceiling of this game is to the largely underappreciated effect that your mentality can have, and once we can understand those reasons, we can begin to find ways to overcome those barriers and become a better player overall. Let's begin this journey to find out just what makes Rocket League so difficult. On October 9th, 2008, Psyonix came out with a revolutionary game by the name of Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket-Powered Battle Cars, or SARP for short. This game was the predecessor to Rocket League, and several current pros such as Kronovi started their journey here. SARP was a difficult game to master, and even back then there were a lot of tricky things that required hundreds of hours to perfect. Then, the entire scene was changed when Psyonix released Rocket League in 2015. The physics engine was developed far further and the graphics had been improved tremendously. Many things were made possible, and there was so much more to come. Musty flicks, breezy flicks, wave dashes and half flips, ceiling shuffles and flip resets. All of these mechanics took time to be uncovered, and there are new ones being found every year, such as the recently discovered Jazer flick. Let's talk about the skill ceiling for a sec. A skill ceiling of a game is basically the limit to how good you can get or how many things you can do. For example, in a game like FIFA, you've reached the skill ceiling if you're capable of doing every single skill move consistently. In a game like Rocket League, with new possibilities being found all the time, we have no idea just how good people can get as the player base just keeps getting better and better. Part of the reason that Rocket League is so difficult is the sheer number of things that you can accomplish and the time it takes to learn them. The skill ceiling is so high already, but as people pull off crazier and crazier shots, we begin to realize just how hard some of these things are. Something that I think illustrates this well is the comparison between Jorias and O'Khaled. These two players are perfect foils for each other, with Jorias being a mechanical genius, able to pull off unbelievable shots in an instant, and Khaled able to score on literally any player in the world with just a simple bounce dribble that he's perfected. You could spend hundreds of hours on any given move and learn how to use it in so many different situations. If you're a newcomer, this may be daunting, but it's not insurmountable by any means. For now, though, let's move on to the mental battle that occurs behind the scenes. Many of us have been in the same situation. You've been grinding Rocket League for hours and feel like you're playing fine, only to have your teammate whiff and then rage quit on you, or blame you for every single mistake. After a long session where you think you deserve to have ranked up, you somehow find yourself down a division, and maybe just a little bit annoyed at the game. We've all experienced this, and many of us have been on the other end of toxicity at some point. The frustrations of this game as you get more and more tilted can be overwhelming, and it's a large reason of why it can seem impossible to rank up sometimes. This, however, can be avoided. Toxicity can destroy your rank if you succumb to it, but it can also fuel your gameplay if you focus on yourself and try to prevent yourself from being tilted. Sometimes, all that it takes to rank up is a level head. Even though I'm spending less time talking about mentality, it is truly half of the battle and a large reason of why Rocket League is so difficult. So how do you overcome this difficulty? There are many different methods towards ranking up and improving in this game, but I've covered a lot of them in other videos. I'm just going to focus on a few key points here. If you want to get better with decision making, play 1v1. It forces you into every kind of situation, and if you make a mistake you get punished for it with no teammate to back you up. Put time into free play and training packs in order to improve your mechanics, but when I say improve your mechanics, I do not mean freestyling, I mean the fundamentals. If you can get better at hitting the ball consistently with power from any given situation, then you'll be in a much better shape than if you can flip reset. In terms of the mental game, remember that many players in this community get easily tilted. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a toxic player by any means, but if someone gets obviously tilted from getting demolished, don't hesitate to do it again because it might just win you the game. If you find yourself getting too tilted, again, don't hesitate to take a break. Sometimes the best thing you can do is just get a breath of fresh air and reset. With all of that said, what you should take away from this video is this. Rocket League is an extremely easy game, the only reason I'm not a GC is from bad team.